So I would just like clear this up before we start. I put this on first. I put it on first. So this wasn't planned. I guess I looked really good and he also wanted to look good.
I'm gonna drink.
So glad I could inspire you today. But anyways, we're 1 week away from decision day. So what they have the couples do this week is go visit their childhood homes just so they can get a better understanding of who their spouse is and how they are now and what does this mean for their future.
I don't, for one, let me say this. I don't think there is any value in doing that. It depends. If someone's been living 20 years of their life in some kind of space and life, and on the 21st year they meet someone and say, yo, come, different. But if you're saying, come see where I spent my childhood years, my mind struggles to understand how important that is for the relationship. And I could be wrong. I'm not a therapist. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see why that would be important.
No, I think it's helpful in the sense that you get how they were able to form themselves as a human, because your childhood years are really important in you becoming the person that you're going to be. So if I, for example, see that money is very important to you and I might be intimidated by that or not aligned by that, and then I happen to see and go home to your childhood home and see that you actually struggled, you grew up in a very tough place, that helps me understand where your ambition for money comes from. So I get to see you on a deeper level. I guess it's a maybe dramatic way to have that exercise, because in a regular relationship, obviously you're going to talk about your childhood and how you related to your parents and your siblings and whatnot.
Yeah.
This week was interesting because it helped me see a larger one who is like not my favorite in a different light. I was like, oh, okay, he had to like work really hard to get to where he was, because he comes from a very tough neighborhood, and he was like, there was 4 of them in this 1-bedroom apartment, so it was really tough for him growing up, and that's why he's so focused on owning a home and having a wife who fits his ideals and stuff. So that was interesting.
I think that gave us understanding of where he comes from to some degree.
Yeah.
I mean, there are just some behaviors or behaviors or viewpoints or ways of living that we can all go, this is not a healthy way to navigate a new relationship. Because I think the moment you say I do, or the moment you decide to get married, you are entering a whole new culture that it belongs to only you. No one else will understand it. There may be things that everyone else can agree to if they're married or not, or probably if they're married they can go, oh yeah, we understand, we know that. But like I think marriage is so customized to the couple that you can't say this principle works, this principle doesn't work. There are a few universal principles, but not every principle is valid for every couple.
And in terms of a larger one, you feel like this is?
When he explained, when we saw his background, to some degree I could fathom or I could understand where he's coming from, but the fact that he still wants his wife to really work and prove herself to him.
Yeah.
Like he sounds like someone from KZN, from KwaZulu-Natal, for the international audience. They're the most patriotic culture in South Africa.
Patriarchal.
It's a different breed. It's not like every other culture in Africa, in South Africa.
Just in the sense that it's very traditional, and a woman should have her place in that sense. I also found it interesting in terms of a larger one, and when they were speaking with the therapist, Dr. Pepper, about what do they see in their future, because I guess he would be more established in the sense that he's graduated, he started his career, he's got his house, and she is still completing her bachelor's and wanting to do a qualification in nursing, which she'll be done in 2 years. So he said, I guess offline to one of the producers, that if he was her, he would rather her just take the next 2 years for herself and focus on herself and get her career started rather than be in this marriage. And then I was like, oh, that means he really cares about her.
For me, when he said that, he won more in my favor.
Yeah, he did.
Because it was more of a this exposed some level of integrity or some level of.
He wasn't thinking about himself.
Yeah.
Like for the first time, I feel like.
And I feel like that's something to look forward to in a relationship. If someone says, "No, yes, I got my own things, but let me edify everything you're trying to do, build, be."
Yeah.
And I'll see you on the other end.
Yeah.
And I think the reality is, he has to do with the reality of, what if I'm somewhere else and you're somewhere else?
I mean, that's always like a possibility, I guess. If people do a long distance, I'll see you in 2 years type of thing. Because you will be two different people by the end of 2 years. I don't know.
You know, that happened to me in my past relationships. I was told before in a relationship that I must let someone go, and if they really love you, they'll come back. They will know it's real love.
That was high school. That was high school, right?
It was post high school, but really close. Post high school? No, high school. No, it's high school.
Yeah, that sounds like something someone would say in high school.
Yeah, I'm not gonna give that advice to my kids. If she really loves you, she'll come back. No, I don't think that's valid.
No, I don't know if that's ever been true. Like, if you want to leave. Don't come back. That's fine. It was good to know you.
Okay. Next couple.
Next couple is Lindsay and Mark. Yeah. So
they're going through it.
So with them, they actually started with the therapy session before they did the going home exercise, which also felt like they needed because they weren't in a good place anyways. And I guess Dr. Pepper helped them realize that because they don't know each other, they both have triggers that they aren't aware of. So I guess they both have to give each other space. Like, she really wants him to try new things, and he would be like, but yeah, I tried sushi with you. And she would be like, okay, but you only ate the what's the thing? Because I don't really like sushi either.
She doesn't like sushi, guys.
I know.
What do we need to tell people who don't like sushi?
It's a roll with rice. I don't know. But he tried it. See, like, I tried it. And she was like, but that's not enough. I feel like that's not adventurous enough. But I guess the doctor was also like, okay, but you have to recognize that he's trying. He can't try according to your playbook and do exactly what you want him to do.
Yeah, but then I feel like when it comes to relationships, there's a certain level of flexibility that both parties must contribute to. And the guy didn't show much of a. He tried. He showed he's flexible in his flexible light.
He's flexible light.
Like, I'm gonna try to do what you want. And she was super flexible. I'm gonna do everything. I'm adventurous. I can do all these things. And I think he wasn't ready for that. But I must say, the thing that really bothered me with the couple, not bothered me, the thing that really was an indication for me as the couple is closer to the end when they did the letters and whatever else.
Oh, we didn't explain the letter thing. So each person in the couple had to write a letter to the younger selves, basically outlining all the things that they experienced when they were younger, how they're doing now, and just what would you say to your younger self if you had the chance to go back?
Yeah, I mean, from his view, it sounded like, I don't think it was. Let me take it back, and I don't know how far. I mean, we should have probably started this when we started the season, but anyway, Mark probably was not ready for the season.
Why do you say that?
I'm saying that drawing back to with the episode we are at now, versus where we started. The fact that he is to some degree still dealing with the same things he was dealing with in the first 2 episodes with her. Marriage, uncomfortable, adventurous. He couldn't handle that.
But I think that's on both of them. I think that's on both of them in the sense that I think both of them want to, like, be right, and nobody is hearing or trying to figure out where the middle is for both of them to be okay. If anything, I will say Lindsay has shown that she is someone who knows how to support someone really well. Because in this episode, they're cat people, and Mark had this cat from like 2007, and they had to put down the cat. And obviously, for people with cats, that's very traumatic. And
can we talk about people with cats?
I don't want to judge people.
Why?
And I was gonna say,
why are you?
No, let people be with their pets.
No, delete yourself and your cats.
Let them have their cats.
No.
They love the cats.
Love your cats in private.
What? When has a cat ever hurt you?
Every day.
Every day a cat has hurt you.
Have you seen Cyril Ramaphosa?
Every day a cat.
Cyril Ramaphosa is a cat.
She was really supportive when they went to the vet. Okay. Wow. I don't know. She was really supportive when they went to go put the cat down, and like she gave him a lot of emotional support. I guess if they could just get over those, like, I don't know, can't even call them surface level because those are like really important issues, but like I feel like the deeper stuff is there's potential for that with them.
Are they gonna make it for you?
Like, my money on this season is on Jasmina and Michael. Everybody else can just
take it back. Wait, is Olajuwon and Katina gonna make it for you?
No, he's redeemed himself as like a human being in my eyes, but I do agree that maybe she should focus on herself. Though. I think in terms of what he was saying about her having to focus on herself, you can go to school and better yourself if you're with a partner that you've already established financial patterns with, financial supports with, emotional supports, and you have a system in place. I think it's a lot tougher to have to start that way, and maybe that's why he was thinking I'd rather just let her focus on herself. Now we're backtracking. The next couple was Steve and Noi. Trying to figure out. Okay, so they had two highlights for me in their journeys back home to childhood. So Steve went back to his mom's house. They've had that house since he was a kid, and his mom was there. And I guess Noi was able to see that he was actually quite a popular kid during school, that they had a lot of house parties, and that he was also a rapper, and he showed off his CD that went viral in the town, and he was like, everybody was playing this in the car, and we were like local superstars, which I thought was cute. And she was like dancing to the song and quite impressed. And I love how the mom, she knew all the lyrics. She was like off beats because
do you want to be that mom that wants to know all your kids' lyrics to a song if they were to make one?
Yes, I want to be a donda. Like, if my kid is a rapper, if my kid is a painter, I'm going to learn all the different types of paints and what you can do, just so, I really want to be that for my kids, especially if I have creative kids. I really hope for creative kids because we're creative. Like, I want to, I don't know, just like open up their world.
I'm a CA, she's lying.
Okay. So I guess it gave Steve the opportunity to like get a deeper look into why she doesn't know how to like deal with confrontation or conflict, because she expressed that to him. And what else was interesting is that Dr. Pepper herself is in a marriage where they don't live together in the same house. So that just brought a different perspective into, if they do decide to stay married, they might not have to live together. I think they have too many like serious issues that they still have to figure out, and I don't know if they can do that in a week. But I'm excited to see how that turns out for them. The last couple we have is Michael and Jasmina. They both went home And Michael was able to see a different side of Jasmina because she expressed how she felt abandoned by both of her parents because her mom left her and her dad and her siblings, and her dad got remarried to a stepmom, and then the dad decided that he's going to go back to Jamaica. So the stepmom essentially adopted her. So she felt very alone, and she only really felt safe when she was at school, and that's why she's an educator today. And I think that helped them see a different side of her and also see her in a different light.
It gave her more work credibility more than anything else. Like, oh yeah, okay. Wow. So you're really bent on education. Wow. Okay. Let me hire you for this.
No.
Okay. Don't cancel me. I'm just saying this is how we saw it.
That's we saw it.
How did you see it?
I mean, for me, it humanized her more because she does have a really tough exterior. So it helped me understand, like, why is she like, if I feel like you're fighting me, I'm going to fight you back.
From my end, I don't think that they are, they're compatible for sure. It's the boyfriend's responses based on the show. Something about them says one of them is about to log out. Mm-hmm. And I can't tell if it's more her or him. Well, because we still haven't dealt with her being her saying, I'm not getting wet for you. And there's something else he said though. What did he say? What did he say? I forgot what he said, but like we're dealing with that, the intimacy level between both of them.
I mean, well, yeah, he did say he wouldn't feel comfortable saying yes on decision day if they hadn't gotten to a certain level of attraction or intimacy, and that makes sense because you don't want to be with somebody that isn't like excited to touch you or desires you. So I can totally understand that.
But I think they could make it.
Yeah, I definitely see them make it. I really hope they make it because they're my favorite.
There's not even much to say about the couple.
What?
There's not even much to say about that specific couple because you don't see a lot of drama.
Yeah, I feel like
there are things that are there, but like you can probably sort this out and we wouldn't even know or realize the difference.
Yeah, I think they've had the best progression out of all the couples that are there so far. Yeah.
Who's missing?
We're done.
You want to take us on?
So that was all the couples this week. There wasn't as much drama as there usually is. I think there was a lot of people having to come to themselves and realize they're about to make a really big decision. I saw the highlight reel for next week, and it's still not decision day. I feel like it should be decision day already because there's been a lot of episodes.
Real, yeah.
Because wow, yeah. But I'm excited to see. My money's still on Jasmina and Michael. I don't see anybody else actually saying yes on decision day. That's what I have to say.
Mark and Lindsay are gonna make it. That's it for me.
I don't know. Tell us who you guys are putting your money on.
Subscribe. You watching? Let's see you there.
Okay.
Say bye. You.
Oh, bye.
People.